Up until now, there was a monopoly for OLED TVs, and LG was the leader in this monopoly. And even Samsung was staying away from their OLED technology and bringing it to the mainstream television market, and they were more interested in making displays and less televisions. Now that's about to change because Xiaomi becomes the first mainstream vendor to bring OLED technology to a more affordable price tag. And at this price, it makes this television the cheapest 55-inch OLED TV that you can buy in the country. And you can also save some money by getting some offers and bank deals, and you can check those out. In fact, if you're interested in buying this television or having a look at the offers, we'll have a link in the description where you can get those details. Now, this is a standard 4K television like many other that you have seen. It is a Xiaomi's own television, so it does have patch wall. It is running on Android 11, and it'll give you all the features that you get from Xiaomi televisions. The only difference is the panel this time around. Now, we did an extensive comparison between a LCD as well as a QLED panel in the past, and this one is just the next level of that. This is an OLED panel, and all of the pixels are self-illuminating. That means things like local dimming and deep levels of black is going to be prevalent on this television, and you will see absolutely no bloom whatsoever. One thing that is a little bit of a letdown from this TV from Xiaomi is the fact that the panel itself is actually 60 Hz and not 120 Hz, which is typically a norm for OLED televisions. This is a letdown because this would have been a great gaming television as well, and for the price it would have been a really good deal if Xiaomi would have included 120 Hz of refresh rate. And they're not averse to 120 Hz because their 75-inch panel does have a 120 Hz of refresh rate. So inside the box, you'll get the feet for the television, but if you choose to wall mount it, you do have a standard 300 by 300 base mount on the back of the TV as well. The remote is also the newer remote, so you do have quick access to Netflix as well as Prime, among other features, and you do have a dedicated button for patch wall as well as the Android TV section of the television. And the remote does have a microphone for the Google Assistant in case you need to use that from the remote, but the television also does have far-field microphones, and the TV is also certified with Dolby Vision, and you will get Dolby Atmos support from the speakers. There are a total of 8 speakers in this television, and there are 4 active as well as 4 passive speakers. That means there's a whole set of bass creating speakers, and the overall output from the speakers is pretty loud, and in most cases, for most scenarios, you will not need any kind of external sound solution for this TV, especially if you're mounting it on the wall. Now, the TV has a quad-core Cortex A73 CPU along with a Mali G52 MC1 GPU. The RAM has been upped to 3 GB, and you do have 32 GB of storage. That means that you can install much more applications. 3 GB of RAM still seems low, and the UI does seem to lag a little bit in certain areas, especially if you're in patch wall. You will find that this does slow down the TV considerably, and I feel that Xiaomi should be putting in a lot more RAM, considering that Android TV does require more RAM. Xiaomi should at least be putting in 4 to 6 GB of RAM in their flagship televisions. As far as ports are concerned, you get 3 HDMI 2.1 ports. One does support EARC, so you can connect external home theater systems or soundbars or things like that. And then you do have 2 USB ports, 1 Ethernet port, an AV jack, an optical out, as well as a 3.5mm headphone jack. The television supports auto low latency modes as well as auto motion smoothing. You also do have the ability to add Mi Home into the TV, so you can monitor your Mi Home devices directly from the television, especially if you have any closed circuit cameras from Xiaomi. You'll be able to monitor them on the TV itself. Now, one of the biggest reasons that you'll want to buy this TV is, of course, the panel, and OLEDs have been known to create some really good colors, and you'll see that with this television as well. The display is crisp and the colors are really vivid, and the black levels are really deep, and that's thanks to the fact that each and every pixel is self-illuminated, which means that it can turn off every individual pixel when no light is required, which gives you basically deeper blacks. And hence colors also look more vivid, and the overall picture looks extremely contrasty, which looks good if you're watching movies, and things that have been shot with HDR profiles look absolutely brilliant on this panel. There is a little bit of an issue with Netflix and Dolby Vision, and in certain cases you'll find that Dolby Vision content on Netflix will play very dim on this TV, and you'll find yourself going into profiles and figuring out the picture profile of the TV, and we've had to do that several times as well. Xiaomi does not give a brightness number, but after measuring we found that the brightness is around 800 nits, which is good enough for watching HDR content or even Dolby Vision content. Now, one problem that does plague an OLED television is the pixel burn-in problem, and that is something that you can expect from this TV as well. So if you're planning on investing in a television for the long run, OLED may not be the technology for you, especially if you forget to turn off your TV and pause something on screen and walk away, because burn-in is a serious problem with OLED televisions. And while Xiaomi has built in some pixel refresh and pixel shift technology into the television, in the long run you'll find that the picture in certain areas will start to dim out. And don't be worried, because this is not going to happen soon. You'll see this problem in at least 2 years from the time you buy the TV, unless you leave it on a frozen image for a very long time. For a price of 89,900 rupees, you can really up your game with the Xiaomi Vision OLED TV, especially for the kind of display panel that you get. But if you go looking in the market, you'll find that you do have alternative options for slightly more money in the 55-inch price bracket, and those options also include a 120 Hz of refresh rate and slightly better managed picture profiles and better compatibility with Dolby Vision. So if you really want to get that seamless experience, other options are available. But if you want to save your money in the process of getting an OLED television, the Xiaomi Vision OLED is a really good deal. And then again, like I said, there are some offers that will save you some additional money as well. If you'd like us to compare the Xiaomi OLED Vision TV with an QLED TV, let us know and we'll do that for you in a near future video. And if you enjoyed it, smash the like button, hit the subscribe button if you're not already a part of Team iGyaan. This has been Bharat. I'll see you guys in the next one.